Hello, today I'll be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 86 Brawn. And here's the box. Here's the back of the box. There's product shots. And here's some box art on the side. And a window on the front. So let's open it up and check them out. Originally I wanted to do a one take of this video. That's why you see the figures on the side there, so that I could grab them to do a quick comparison. But it didn't work out too well, so I had to do some reshoots. And so this video is going up later than I had hoped. I had actually originally gotten this figure during Amazon Prime days when it was on sale, but now it's no longer available, I think. So here we have the display base, like with the other Studio Series 86 figures. And we have this typical caution warning paper. And his instruction booklet. If you own a Studio Series 86 figure, you know what it looks like. It's just typical black, red, and white drawings. And here it is. If anybody wants to see it, the full instructions. And here he is, tied up on his cardboard insert with this background. This tie seems to be loose, but other than that, it seems okay. When I see something like this, I wonder if it was a return and they just repackaged it. Which is fine, I guess, if the figure's fine. Unless you're a mint and sealed box collector, then you might not like it. So his gun here just kind of fell out. So I guess it wasn't tied too tightly. Here it is. It's just in this black plastic. So let's free him from the ties. And here's his display base. It has a picture of the Autobot shuttle, the last scene that he was in the movie where he was shot and killed. And here he is on the display base. Looks nice, but it takes up a lot of space. A lot of collectors own a lot of figures, so they don't have like room to give individual figures such a big space. So he looks pretty nice. He's got a lot of paint on him. And yeah, the front chest is painted and you got silver paint here. Yeah, it looks really nice. He's a little bit small for masterpiece scale, but honestly, I'm not too picky about scale myself. So he looks good enough that I might use him in a masterpiece display. His head joint here is really tight. Wow, it's really tight. But he does have 360 head rotation. I guess we'll just get into the articulation here. There's no up and down movement or side to side. His arms rotate 360. They go out to the side about 90. There's a single jointed elbow, but it bends really far, well past 90 degrees. That's really good. There's a bicep swivel. And he doesn't have any wrist rotation, but it bends inwards, mainly for transformation. And he has waist rotation, but it's a little bit hindered by the back kibble here. And its legs can kick out 90 degrees. And they can't really go back much because of this back kibble, but I guess if you move the back kibble, he technically has articulation all the way back. So his legs can go all the way out to do the full splits. And he has a thigh swivel. He can bend at the knee around 90 degrees. His toe can go downwards and not upwards. He has an ankle tilt. Nice deep one. So let's see what poses he can do with this articulation. Obviously he can do the side splits. This back piece is in the way, but you can fold it in. So now he should be able to do a full side splits. There you go. And he can do this other splits if you move his back piece out of the way, which looks kind of weird, but you can do it. And let's see if he can do a kneeling pose. Not really. I think his thighs are just too short. But let's see if he can do a running pose. So his head can't look up or down, so when he's running, his head will just be looking down. So this is kind of the best that he can do it. So let's see how wide of an A stance he can get into. One of the important poses is this kind of dynamic shooting pose, and we'll see if he can do that. He should be able to. He has a good ankle tilt here. Yes, I'd say that's pretty good. For some comparisons, here he is with a couple of mainline mini-bots, Cliff Jumper and Puffer. And here he is with some deluxe cars, Red Alert and Wheeljack. And here he is with a couple of Voyager scale figures, Wreck-Ar and an Earthrise Prime mold. And here he is with a couple of Masterpiece scale mini-bots, the Official Bumblebee and Bad Cube's Crump. It doesn't look too bad in my opinion. And here he is with the Earthrise Megatron. I wanted to do this comparison because I want to see if he can hold Megatron's fusion cannon, like in that scene where he stole Megatron's fusion cannon. This sword is a third-party accessory. It's made by Dr. Wu. It's actually made of complete die-cast. It's pretty awesome. I believe it was originally made for Transformers Prime Optimus Prime, but it looks really cool on this Megatron, so I gave it to him. So let's see if we can remove Megatron's fusion cannon here. There we go. And it looks like it's just on this 5mm peg, so Brawn should be able to hold it. And he can. So that's pretty cool. So now we can replicate that scene where Brawn uses Megatron's fusion cannon against him. I actually created a stop motion of a scene of Brawn stealing Megatron's fusion cannon. It's one of my shorts if you want to see it. So let's transform this guy. First, you want to get rid of his weapon. Then you can fold down his chest piece here and rotate his head around if you don't want to see his face at the bottom of the vehicle. Then you can rotate his forearm around and fold back his fist. Then you want to just lift his arms out to the side to be out of the way. Fold down the chest piece again, and then rotate down this shoulder piece here. Now you want to pull out his the back piece here, and then fold it up 90 degrees to get it out of the way. You can rotate his waist around. Then rotate the arm and fold it down, and then rotate this piece here, the shoulder piece, into this spot here. And there's a tab here and a slot here. You want to do the same to the other arm, and then tab those two pieces together. Like so. Then you can fold together the feet. And then you can rotate this piece here around to reveal the grill. Fold his chest piece back up. You want to pull apart his legs here from the knees. Then rotate the whole leg at this orange piece here. You should be able to flip it all the way around. Same on the other side. So there's this cavity here that you want to push the feet into. And then there's this slot here that you want to tab this tab into. It's a very small tab, so it doesn't work that great. Actually, there's also this tab here and this slot here that you want to tab together. And then you want to fold down this back piece here. There are these tabs in the back here that you want to fit into these cavities. The left side actually has a slot that you can tab that into. So just kind of squeeze everything together. And here he is in vehicle mode. And you can take his gun and peg it into this port here on the spare tire at the top. For some comparisons, here he is with the mainline minibot pipes. And here he is with a mainline deluxe car, Blue Streak. Here he is with the Earthrise Optimus Prime mold. This is the Shadow Glass version. And if you've been collecting for a while, you may know this company, iGear. They used to make mainline minibots, and this is their version of Brawn. It was a pretty good figure at the time, and it was my mainline Brawn for a long time. And maybe I'll just quickly transform this Brawn to show you the comparison of it in robot mode. There are kind of some similarities in the transformation to the Studio Series version, but the transformation of this leg piece is more frustrating on this version. So here he is in robot mode. Originally the upper arms were not painted. I custom painted them to look more cartoon accurate. And it looks like I missed a step here. I just need to rotate the waist around. The joints are kind of loose on him. I don't remember if that's how it originally was or if it just became loose over time. So I just found out that the spare tire on top of his roof can also be removed. So you can just peg it back in. So I'll just transform him real quick off camera to do the robot mode comparison. And here they are compared in robot mode. I think the Studio Series one is way more cartoon accurate. And I think that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.